one's actually fresh. It's got the diamond link chain. This is the diamond. He's taken, is that 2 boxes of stephanotis? 50 stems? 50 stems of the stephanotis. But before you put the stephanotis in, you know, this smells wonderful too. Can you smell it? Smell it? No, you can't see it, but you can see it. And it'll be out for later too. It's just right this way. With the diamond in each center of the stephanotis. So it's kind of like the old adage. You ever seen Jamie used to do a show years ago, he'd do a bridal bouquet show. And a bride would come in and she goes, I just want my girls to carry a single rose. And Jay would go, the story goes that he'd go in the back, find the tiniest, ugliest bullhead rose. And then he would peel like 5 more petals off of it and come up and go, you mean like this? And the bride would go, no, not like that. And then he would show us a beautiful vermilion rose bouquet with just one huge rose. And you know, this too, you know, you want stephanotis? Well, how about this bouquet of stephanotis? Oh yeah, that's the one I have to have. Well then, money isn't so much of the object anymore, right? I've got the flower I want, I got the look I want, and I just love this chain. I mean, if that doesn't catch your eye as a bride is walking down the aisle and give something for the audience to look at as she enters the church or the reception area, that's just gorgeous. Thank you, David. Nice job. This is what I mean with that wire, right? Here David has taken a simple anthurium, a little bit of sedum, and then added the razor wire, or the diamond cut wire. And on this one, he's taken the succulent, he's taken the flat wire, and he actually glued the anthurium to the flat wire. Isn't that great? But it's fun. 2 different looks. Right? People sit down at that table and go, oh, look at that. That's not even on a stem. And even though they're artificial, right? You look at it and go, I think that's a fresh flower. I thought it was real. And then they touch it, and it's just a conversation piece, right? So your reception becomes an event. It becomes something that people are going to talk about afterwards, right? Just something a little bit different. And I love that glass. Isn't that great? It's like a mercury glass almost. And very beautiful. And then the tall version, right? Do we want to use a few pieces for the table? Or how about 1 or 2 of these spread throughout the room? We don't have to put this on every table. I think that's really the biggest mistake you make is assuming that, okay, it's $200 for this times 25. How about if we do the 200 times 5 tables? And then we do 10 tables with something else, and then 5 more with something else. So we have a nice mix, and then maybe we can keep the price down. But your reputation still rests with the most beautiful table setup. And we spend a little bit more money on that, right? I love these vases. I just think these are so cool. I can almost picture the potter sitting at the potter wheel, you know, wrapping that ceramic roping around the other container and making that come out. Isn't that gorgeous? Just a great piece, just by itself. So what do? You know, it's the old KISS design element, right? Keep it simple, stupid. We're just going to take some beautiful anthuriums, a nice tall papyrus grass coming up the center, and really let people look at the vase, admire the flowers, admire the stem, and that's it. Very simple, but totally awesome design. And again, this is the tropical one. So you're looking at that. And then here's the other version, the companion piece to the first one. The smaller version of the same vase. A few white dendrobes added to the bottom. And let's change it up a little bit after we add some anthuriums for that look. We're going to take some heliconia and just shoot it up through the top. So we'll stick with the tropical theme. Just get a really different look. Remember remember the class she did last winter for us, doing the ribbon roses, probably one of our most popular classes, and it really works well with this look. She's taken the succulents, and what she was telling me up behind me at the design center there was that in order to make the succulent stems longer, she's taken that heavy flat wire and added some glue, and then speared the bottom of the succulent with that, so it's very secure. I'm not afraid to shake it. And then add a little bit of that paper wrapped wire for another design element. Just a little bit of an upsell with a few of the diamond gems in there too. So we go from the burlap, the natural succulents, to the diamonds and the pearls. They're great things. It's a trend synthesis. And we just combine a combination of things from one design element to the next and creating one beautiful look. Well, want to hold it? Make sure we get it back, Nancy. All right. I'm going to take a look at a couple more of these shots. This is gorgeous. This, give me a foxtail lake. I wouldn't call it trichomas, but this foxtail is one of the unusual flowers in spring. It came in, I think they're beautiful, right? Gorgeous colors, the vibrant orange, the purple, we had a couple other colors, but they were a little bit expensive. And the next thing I know, we're almost sold out because people love it. It's just a great focal flower, and you don't need a lot. And I found many people were putting them in a nice tall cylinder vase and just using it for window treatment. You know, they're a great item. And David's added some of the orange Asiatic lilies and artificial birds of paradise. Again, too, with the birds, those are great. They don't look artificial, they look fresh. Matter of fact, I think they look nicer than the fresh birds that we have in the room. So, and David, you know, again, let's not be afraid to mix the elements. We've added a little bit of that skinny flat wire from Spinner's Oasis in the black to give it a little bit different look and some movement. See, in this heavy black ceramic container, these heavy silk stem flowers, but yet this wire just gives it a little bit of movement for texture. Of course, a nice little companion piece to that. A little bit of the yellow allium, lavender, this makes a beautiful thing. Right? I think this bouquet here make a nice compliment to that tropical look. That little bit of hot pink peonies, some of the glutes of orange roses, beautiful. There's creamy yellow roses as well. Kim's used a little bit of that D. Stevens one more time to hand wrap that. Very well done. A little like her. Goes right with that, doesn't it? And David did this one. You know, there's nothing wrong with adding another element, right? So we have metal, we have silk Phalaenopsis springs, we have fresh roses and mini calips, a little bit of foliage, and then the wow factor is that beautiful battery-operated lighting that we can wind its way through the bouquet. And as the bride comes into a dimly lit hall, a candlelit hall, and she's carrying that's a video to keep, right? Really sharp. Young girls today in their nosegays and corsages for prom, the battery-operated wire, that's really cool stuff. That is stuff that your customers will remember and come back to. I guarantee it. 2 years ago, when we brought in the first version of those battery-operated lights, this is a true story. We sold out 144 pieces in 10 minutes at $8 a piece. I mean, we couldn't buy enough of them. They're still very well received by you tonight, but you really need to take a look at it. And again, it's something you can use, have in your store, and then when the time comes, sell it to somebody. And we have more. We're getting them in all the time. Just a beautiful piece. Thank you, Dave. So we have all these different looks for you tonight. We have the succulents in the back. We have a tropical look here. We have some beautiful glass, very simple flower look here. We have our aluminum metals over here to my left. A little bit of that bling and pearl